listening to you, listening to your automobile accident story, can you comment about karma and how it does or doesn't relate to this story? Much love, Dennis. So I don't see karma as like a personal thing. I see karma as impersonal. So for example, like somebody might have in their childhood had very controlling parents, and so this might then make the child reject anything that's controlling and become very like opposite to controlling, like rebellious and living outside the boundaries of everything, so colouring outside of the box. And that to me I see as karma, and it's not personal, and that doesn't necessarily need to change. It can be a freedom that's realised and that still stays the same. They'll all relax, these dynamics. Like, it doesn't mean that that person suddenly has to become someone that colours inside the lines. You know, that might be something they do for the rest of their life, a tendency. But that's what I see as karma. And that colouring outside of the boxes, that will have an effect on that person's life. That will colour that person's life. I don't see karma as like you did something bad and so bad things happen back to you. I do see karma though as if you drink lots of alcohol, the next day you're more than likely going to have a hangover. If you do really nasty things to people continuously throughout your life, then one day it's more than likely going to catch up to you. If you are a what is that thing called? A liar, a compulsive liar, then that's going to catch up to you more than likely. So that's also going to affect the way in which your body orientates and which the way bodies orientate around you. But it's nothing personal. Like, so the compulsive liar can't help it. It doesn't mean that you don't get angry with compulsive liars. I've once known someone that was a compulsive liar, and it was like really irritating being around them because it was like a constant form of gaslighting, like a manipulation. Not always irritating, but it brought up fire in me and anger in me, and confusion. So that response is then going to have effect to their karma. So it's the same. So the same with the whole of that day. It's like my particular karma led me to that moment in time. My partner's particular karma led them to that moment in time. And for that to happen. And then that shapes that day, that experience. That's karma. It's like one thing affecting another and another. You could say it was a big karma for me, actually, because it was my 40th birthday. I was 40 years old that it happened on my 40th birthday, on the way to see wolves. And it's absolutely perfect, and you don't know what that did or didn't do, like how lucky or unlucky that was, if it was a good or bad thing. Like, a lot of people, when they haven't really explored the nature of their mind or the nature of experience, could say that's a bad thing. But how do we know that's a bad thing? Because it costs money, maybe. It wasn't me that crashed. I was in the, it wasn't my car. I was in the passenger seat. It could cause illness and all these different things, but we don't know. Like, that's only our limited experience that's saying that's bad. We don't have the bird's eye perspective. We don't know what else could have happened, or there couldn't have been anything else that happened. Like, we just don't know if it's good or bad. It's not good nor bad. It's just as it is. It's something that plays out. And we don't know the effect or what it does or doesn't do. So that's the way in which I see karma. So I don't see a karma as like what traditionally people saw it as if you do something bad, then something bad happens to you as such. But I do get the sense that, you know, if you keep being a shit to people, then people are going to be a shit back to you. Eventually you'll be caught out. And with law of attraction, do I feel like I attracted that? Like if I'd put safety around myself, would that have not happened? I don't see law of attraction quite like that. I see it more as, I see it slightly differently. It's more like a flow of things. And maybe if I had instated my intentions in a different way, then it would have happened differently, but I couldn't have done that because I didn't do that. Yeah. Thanks for your question, Dennis from Kentucky.